Good morning, student of class 3. I am your computer teacher Sonjit sir. Hope you all are fine. Today I am going to start revision of chapter number 1, a computer system. Okay, chapter number 1, a computer system. This is the syllabus of the first term examination and I have already completed all 3 chapters. But all of you have to read each and every chapter very carefully for your first term examination. And today I am going to start the revision of chapter number 1. Okay, this is the content of this chapter, and in this video I am going to start revision uses of a computer, characteristic of a computer, working of a computer, input devices and processing unit. So these 5 topics I am going to revise in this video. Okay, so first is uses of a computer. So computer in one of the greatest invention of humanity. Computer came into existence in 1930s. Okay, 1930s. Computer came into existence in 1930s. Since then they continue to change our world. Okay, now the computer can do various types of work, due to which they have become an important part of our everyday life. Okay, that means computer nowadays the computer can use in every place. Okay, every place. Next is uses of a computer. Computer are used in every sphere of work. First is home, at home. So at home we use the computer for different activities such as drawing pictures, typing letters, assignments, paying bills, booking tickets, searching for information and listening to music. Okay, so there are lots of work we can do easily by using a computer at home. Okay, next is shopping mall. At the shopping mall, computer are used to store list of item. Okay, list of items, store list of item, and to keep record for employees and for making bills. So a computer is used to store the list of items, to keep records for employees and making bills at the shopping malls. Okay, next is school. In a school, computers are widely used for typing circulars. Okay, typing circulars, creating a test papers, preparing the school timetable, maintaining the fees of records of students, and teaching new concept through the animated videos. Okay, next is office and banks. In office and banks, computers are used to sending and receiving emails, maintaining the record of account holder and helping the customer with the information. Okay, next is railway station. At railway station and airports, computers are helps in tracking the arrival and departure details of train or aeroplanes. Okay, and number of seats available in the train or aeroplane, and also keep the record of employees, and also keep the record of all passengers. Okay, next is hospitals. In hospital, computers are used to maintain the records of the patients, preparation the reports card, preparation the reports of and performing the medical test. Next is scientific research. Computer play an important role in launching satellites. Okay, so launching satellite and weather forecasting. Okay, so all of you understand that computer is used in every places. Okay, computer is used in every places nowadays. Next is characteristic of a computer. First is speed. We all know that computer is an electronic machine. Okay, computer is an electronic machine and the computer work very fast. It can perform large number of calculation very quickly. Okay, next is accuracy. We all know that computer is always 100% correct. Okay, the computer will generate always 100% correct result if we give the proper instruction to it. Okay, next is diligence. A computer does not get tired. It can work for long and long hours and can do same work again and again. Next is large store capacity. We all know that the computer has a storage device and we can easily store huge amount of data in a computer. Okay, so a computer can store lot of data which can be used and which when required. Next is multitasking. A computer can easily perform various tasks at a same time. For example, we can listen music at while creating drawing in MS Paint at a same time. Okay, so these are the characteristic of a computer. Next is working of a computer. So a computer is a machine that follows IPO cycle. Okay, IPO cycle means input, process and output. Okay, input, process, output is called IPO cycle. It is a device that has ability to accept data, process it and give a useful output. Okay, so this process is called whole process is called IPO cycle. In our day-to-day activity we also follows the IPO cycle. For example, input the channel number using a remote control. Okay, input the channel number using a remote control. The TV unit receives the signal and change the channel, and the new channel gets display on the TV. Okay, now we discuss the IPO cycle briefly. Okay, the input devices are used to give instruction to the computer which are then processed by the CPU. So mainly first is we need input devices like keyboard and mouse. Okay, keyboard, mouse, microphone, etc. Okay, so we use these input devices to give instruction to the computer is called input. Okay, and then the CPU will process the data. Okay, CPU will process the input data. The CPU is called the brain of a computer. Okay, the CPU is called the brain of the computer. It is responsible for performing calculation, execution of commands. The result after processing the data is transferred to the output devices. Output devices are monitor, speaker, printer, etc. Okay, these are the output devices. After processing the data, the computer will generate a output. Okay, and it transferred to the output devices for display purpose. A computer also make the uses of different types of memory to store data and instruction during the processing. The following diagram shows the working of a computer system based on IPO cycle. First is input device. Input device means keyboard, mouse, microphone, etc. Okay, we give instruction to the computer. Okay, we give instruction to the computer. Then CPU will process the data. Okay, then CPU will process the data. Next is after processing the computer will generate a result and it display on the output devices and the computer is stored the data and instruction during the processing. Okay, which is stored in the memory. Okay, the various input devices including keyboard, mouse, scanner, microphone, whereas the various output devices are monitor, printer, speaker and headphones. Okay, so these are the example of input devices and output devices. The IPO cycle can also be represented using the input and output devices as shown in the diagram below. So this is the diagram. These are the input devices. Okay, keyboard, mouse and scanner, and this is the processing device. Okay, CPU, and this is the chip. Okay, this is the processor, and these are the output devices, monitor, speaker, printer, etc. Okay, Now let's learn about different input devices, processing unit and output device. Okay, first is input devices. So what are the input devices? We give instruction to the input devices. Okay, the input devices allows us to communicate with the computer. Okay, communicate with the computer. They are used to enter data. They are used to enter data and give instruction to the computer. For example, keyboard, mouse, scanner and microphone. Okay, first number example is keyboard. This is the image of a keyboard. Okay, a keyboard is the most widely used input device. It has numbers. It has a number of keys for entering alphabets, number key and special character. Okay, these are the alphabet key, these are the number key and these are the special keys. Okay, so a keyboard is an input device and it has different types of keys like alphabet keys, number keys, special keys, etc. Okay, next input device is mouse. Next input device is mouse. A mouse is a pointing device which is used to give instruction to the computer. A mouse has two buttons. Okay, this is the left button and this is the right button, and we and a scroll wheel in the middle of the two button. This is the scroll wheel. Okay, we give instruction to the computer by clicking the mouse buttons. Okay, it enables us to pointing and selecting things on the monitor. So first uses is it enables us to point and selecting things on the monitor. Next is it allows us to draw and paint. Next is it lets us drag things from one place to another place of the monitor. So these are the three uses of a mouse. Okay, and mouse is a input device and we use this mouse to give instruction to the computer by selecting and pointing. Okay, next input device is scanner. This is the image of a scanner. Okay, a scanner is a device that is used for converting printed document. Okay, converting printed document or photo into electronic format. Okay, electronic format. It captures the pictures and text on a paper and make it digital copy to it. This copy can be printed and then used for the desired purpose. Okay, so this is the main uses of a scanner. Next is microphone. A microphone is used to input sound onto a computer. Okay, input sound onto a computer. It helps us to record our voice and other different sounds. For example, we can narrate a story and get it recorded on the computer using a microphone. And now you can listen my voice. Okay, I also use a microphone to record my voice. Okay, similarly these days headset which combine a headphone with a microphone are also available in the market. Okay, next is touch screen. A touchscreen is a display that allows us to interact using our finger like a mobile phone. Okay, like a mobile phone. Mobile phone has also a touch screen. It is used for opening application, giving commands on the device such as mobile phones and tablets. These days touchscreen is also used in laptops. Okay, touchscreen are easy to use and are often found machines used in public places like ATM, ticket collection terminals, theater and airports. Okay, next is joysticks. Joysticks are commonly used for playing video games. Okay, playing video games. A joystick consists of a stick. This is the sticks. Okay, sticks that attach to the base. These sticks moves and control the movement of the pointer and some other display symbol on the screen. Okay, so these are the input devices. Okay, next is processing unit. Processing unit, CPU. The full form of CPU is central processing unit. Okay, the full form of CPU is central processing unit. CPU stands for central processing unit. It is the brain of a computer. Okay, it is the brain of a computer. Okay, this is the chip, and this is called microprocessor. Okay, it is responsible for executing the instructions specified by the user and processing the given data. The process of changing the entered data into a meaningful information called processing. So processing means the process of changing the entered data into meaningful information is known as processing. The result after processing display on the output device such as monitor. CPU is always kept inside a box, that CPU box or CPU cabinet. Okay, this is the CPU cabinet. Okay, CPU is made up three main parts. First is arithmetical logical unit or ALU. Next is control unit. Next is memory unit. Okay, so these are the three main parts of a CPU. First is ALU, next is CU, and third is MU. Okay, so first is arithmetical logical unit or ALU. Okay, arithmetical logical unit or ALU is responsible for following calculation. First is arithmetic calculations such as addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Logical calculations such as finding greater number and smaller number. Then that means all the calculation is done by the CPU. It performed by the ALU. Okay, that means ALU perform all the arithmetical calculation. Okay, ALU performs the all the arithmetical calculation like addition, subtraction, multiplication, division, greater number, smaller number. Okay, etc. Next is control unit. The control unit works like a manager. Okay, the control unit works like a manager and checks whether all the computer operations are taking place correctly. The control unit controls the working of the all parts of a computer. Okay, it controls the working of all parts of a computer. The control unit communicates with both ALU and memory unit. It uses electrical signals direct the various parts of a computer system to carry out or execute the store program instructed. Okay, that means the control unit control the flow of data. Okay, the control unit controls the each and every flow of data. Okay, next is memory unit. The memory unit stores all the data instruction that is need to be processed by the CPU. The memory unit is called the internal memory or the primary memory. Okay, so there are main three parts of a CPU. Here you can see control unit, arithmetical logical unit and memory unit. Okay, the control unit is the main part. Control unit control all the flow of data. Okay, and the arithmetical logical unit perform all the calculation, all the mathematical calculation, and the memory unit store the information or data. Okay, so these are the main three part of a CPU. So I hope that all of you understand today's topic, but all of you need to read the chapter very carefully to understand the IPO cycle. Okay, input, process and output cycle, and also understand the different parts of a CPU like ALU, CU and MU. Okay, please read the book very carefully. Okay, to understand the topic and also for your first term examination. Okay, so today I am ending my discussion here. In my next video I will continue the revision of the chapter. Okay, so till then, take care, goodbye and thank you.